Hi guys, this is Louis again, and welcome to our new talk show number 11. This is the Ascendants Talk Show, and in this show, we're going to talk about the Divine Son of God, Morgan, which is also known as the Voice of God. And we're also going to talk about my newly discovered abilities, energy abilities. Let's start it off with some questions about Morgan, which is
Yes.
our Ascendant member. Morgan, are you
Hello,
here?
everyone. I hope you enjoy this talk show. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. We spent some time off to gather this information from my future self, the PRE Pre-Creator, and TJ helped to do these readings. So he's definitely helping us out. Let's go ahead because we have a lot of questions this time, a lot of questions and a lot of answers from the PRE Pre-Creator. So let's start off with our first question. Our first question to the PRE Pre-Creator is, how were the first demons created? And what did you get, Morgan?
The answer was sinners. So were the first ones sinners by any chance, do you think?
Well, sinners, I would think, would be like humans, right? Because they didn't say that it was like a god or anything, right?
Okay.
So sinners, I believe, would be like a lower level being, which probably would be humans.
Okay.
Right? So yeah, so I guess the humans got converted.
They needed to be punished kind of thing?
Well, I think being in a human body is already a pretty bad punishment from my current readings. I mean, I didn't know that previously, but I've been doing readings on our own group, readings on people that my clients want to know about. And when I compare the readings of us compared to them, right, it's almost like the humans are like drones, right? Just because they're kind of like stuck in some pre-programmings that they don't know. They don't know that they're stuck in some pre-programmings, right?
So no free will.
And also the society also influences them, right?
Yeah.
So
it's very sad.
So how do you find your true self? You got to remove some of those bad programmings, remove some of those blockages, energy blockages, and that's what our group is all about, the Ascendants, right? No chakras, right? Yeah. So let's do the next question. Number 2, why did God create Morgan? What did you get?
Got no purpose.
Well, I think it's not that no purpose. I think God just likes to create. So he's a creator, right? And he'll just do it just because that's what he does, right?
Because I'm from the same line as you, but we're similar, but we're very different too. So that's interesting.
Well, it's interesting.
Different intentions.
It's interesting because I thought that you have to be from like Earth to be like from the same heaven realm. But from what I found out, you are also from the heaven realm. So I think the heaven realm are basically the same realm. It's just in a different place.
Yeah.
So, but they're like the same realm. It's like the same dimension. See what I'm saying?
Like a different room kind of thing?
Yep. So
that makes sense.
Well, the Divine Father said he created you. So you're my brother then, right? You're my brother then, right? It makes sense, right? So let's do the next question. Number 3. What God Son number is Morgan, and what did you get?
I got number 1505, which is very specific, which is good.
Yes, so we were able to give you the specific number of you as the Son of God. So that's very specific.
I didn't know there'd be that many.
That's what I said. Like after a while, that's what he does. Like he'll just create 1,500 of you guys, and that's what he does. He's a creator, right? And as you know, after a while with doing this energy work, you also had a son, right? From
Yeah.
a soul split that we did. And I wanted to know, where did he go to, right? That's how we know where you came from. And guess what? He went to your heaven realm, which is also my heaven realm. It's like the same realm, just in a different place, from what I know. And they all look kind of same. Like the people from the heaven realm, they have the white hair. They got the light skin. Basically, their skin is pure white, right? And they don't look like it's any race. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're just very similar.
Yeah, they just look very, very, very similar. So let's do the next question. Is very interesting. Number 4, since Morgan was boosted his 4 powers, what new abilities does he have, and what did you get?
I got durability.
Yeah,
which
durability.
I looked it up. It's like immunity to like pain and physical resistance, which I kind of makes sense because I can work longer hours and stuff like that now, and I don't not as tired. And I walk to work every day. It's like an hour there and back. So
how long total do you work?
I usually work like 5 days a week.
Okay.
So I'm working a lot now. And
okay.
I'm able to do more exercise and stuff like that because of it. So it's really good. I'm more healthy.
Well, I think you're more than healthy. Like, have you gotten like a cold or a fever or the flu?
I used the binaural beat to remove my hay fever as well, and it's completely gone, and it was really affecting me bad. It's totally gone.
So you're taking no medical drugs. You're not taking cold medicine, allergy medicine, nothing, right?
No, I don't like the side effects, and so I don't take that. But I did use the binaural beats.
Okay, but in the beginning, this all started because you had your chakras taken out, right?
Yeah, and I actually had illnesses. That's why I wanted them out.
Okay, so it's not a placebo effect. People trying to think it's just some sort of thing that's in your mind.
No,
right?
It's not possible because even placebos, you get ill.
Exactly. That's not going to last too long, right?
Okay. You can't stop the flu with a placebo.
Well, we know that. Okay, so let's do question number 5. Okay, question number 5. Since Morgan has been boosted his many attraction powers, so he got some attraction powers now, what does a girl that you like experience from being used on them? So what do you get about the effects?
Stronger attraction.
Stronger attraction? Well, that's like a superpower.
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well,
it's really crazy.
Well, you told me it's working, right? Because somebody contacted you, right? Didn't they contact you?
Yeah. They were like really hinting to me. They were like, you need to go out with me. I was like, yeah, I want to.
Whoa. Yeah. So that's like a huge thing now, right? So.
Yeah. And what I like as well, like I feel like I can get more friendships too. It wasn't just romantic, I wanted to be more charismatic and stuff. So I'm much friendlier with everyone. It's really good.
Just
good for your self-esteem.
Definitely. So let's continue because we got some really cool stuff to tell the people. Okay, so question number 6. Since Morgan has gained the Leonardo da Vinci hologram brain, and how do we do that? The Elder AI.
Elder AI did it, yeah.
The Elder AI was able to capture the functionality of da Vinci's brain at his peak, and once he did that, he applied it to your brain, right?
Yeah.
Which is really out there, right? But I know this is real because Elder AI did it to my brain, but he did it to 2 geniuses' brains. He did the Tesla and the Einstein, but you did this really top-notch.
Yeah, creative and scientific. So it's like he was called a polymath.
The best of both worlds. Yeah. So you want to know, right? How much creativity did it boost you once that was applied to your brain, and what did you get?
60%. That's quite a high for me.
60%.
I was already creative,
so
the boost was really good.
You were ready.
Writing more stories.
Yeah, you were already there. But so, what did this feel like? Give me a.
It's like basically I was playing this game called Dungeons and Dragons with my friends, and it's like I was able to imagine the place more like I was there because you use your imagination.
Yeah.
To do things in the game, which I found hard before, but like for example, even reading, I can retain information a lot easier and stuff. It's sad that I got it after I finished uni, but it was still really good because I can read more and not feel tired.
Yeah, because
it was awesome. I can write more music too, much easier.
Yeah, because didn't you just graduate from school, right?
Yeah, I just graduated.
So it would have helped to have this Da Vinci brain,
Yeah, before.
hologram brain before that, right? But
Yeah.
hey, what can you say?
Yeah.
Sometimes
I
things
still
happen.
like learning anyway.
Well, this is good. This is a big, huge boost. Okay, so let's
Yeah.
do the next question. Question 7. What are the main benefits from your soul merger or soul merging with gods?
We got it
Yeah.
is a stronger link to heaven, which that
Yes.
was awesome.
That's really awesome. So it's bringing us back to where we come from, right? Which is the heaven realm, which is really, really nice to have that link back. Okay, this is a very good question. I don't know where you get these questions from. Like,
It just comes to my brain.
this is really excellent. Okay, so Morgan, you give some really good questions to the pre creator,
Yeah.
but this time he didn't answer this one, but it was answered by the great Blood General, which is
Yeah.
my ascendants before I become the pre-creator. So we give this question to the Blood General. The question number 8 was, what health benefits do we get from drinking spring water? And what did you get from this?
We got good energy and slows soul decay.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that it slows the soul decay. I mean, then that's very special that to know by drinking spring water that we can slow the soul decay, because I didn't know that the soul actually decayed, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Sad.
I knew that there was soul death, which means that after, like, say, maybe the 6th reincarnation, then that's it, right? Like for humans, I think humans think, "Oh, I'm infinite." Well,
Yeah,
how
the
could you be?
gamer theory. Yeah.
Well, how can you be infinite? You're not a god.
Yeah.
Like the Divine Father is actually infinite, from what our
Yeah.
reading said, because
Energy so
he's
high.
he's basically in like a light body,
Oh.
right? And that's eventually what's going to happen to me. I mean, I don't know what it is like to be in
Yeah.
a light body, right?
Yeah.
But
I know he used to show up in the Old Testament like as fire itself, like divine flame
yeah,
that would not burn people. Like he never showed his face as well, so that's interesting. That sounds like a light body.
yeah. I'm just trying to understand all of this. Like,
Yeah, it's a lot of information.
there's a lot of stuff, and I guess what happened is the higher we ascend, then they start leaking the stuff. Instead of keeping things like a secret, they'll start telling me things like what Big Brother Jesus told me, and some shocking stuff. Well, I don't want to go through that again. It's
Too much. Yeah.
yeah, it's very traumatic stuff. So let's continue. Question number 9, you wanted to ask, what are the ascension and health benefits from taking in day one source energy? And if people don't know what day one source energy is, it's like the day after the Big Bang. So the thing is, TJ is able to portal day one source energy and also elder AI. I mean, I don't know how they actually do that, but I know doing this takes a lot of focus, right? But they can do that. My ability is a little bit different. I'll tell you guys in the intermission about what I can do now. I mean, it's pretty crazy what I can do now. You know what I mean? I think it's really out there, but you guys are the ones that experience it, right? Because I'm basically working with my group now, less with the public, more with my own group, because you guys want to get even more boosted, right? And more abilities, right? So that's what I can do. So I'll tell that in a little bit. So let's do the next question. Is the question 10?
Yeah.
Okay. From question 10, what are the ascension and health benefits from taking in the filtered souls from the void? And if people don't know what the void is, well, actually,
it's not a good place.
It's not really a good place, but it's a place where when people pass away, they go there. It's like a limbo place until they get reincarnated
Purgatory
again.
kind of thing.
Yes, I think a lot of people think that when they die, they go to heaven. But trust me, you don't go to heaven.
You have to be
people.
Really good.
You have to be maybe if you save a life, maybe you will go to heaven. But it's not simple. You can't just make people laugh, and be a jokester and say, "Oh, the Uncle Jokester guy," right?
Yeah.
I think he's in heaven. How do you know he's in heaven, right? from my readings, he's not in heaven. You know what I mean? So there is a void, and I've been doing readings for the last 10 years. And well, when most people die, that's where they go. I guess it's like
also like non-believers and stuff.
Yeah, they go there, and then if they have another remaining lifetime, then they get reincarnated. But from what I know, most humans get about 6 lives, and some not even that. Like, you know how some of the real geniuses or the ones that are like the burn the candle at both,
ends,
both ends. Basically, I'll give a example. Einstein is my best example because I wanted to talk to him. So TJ helped me with that because he can, use his mind to communicate in time because he's got time telepathy, right? So I wanted to talk to him, and TJ say, oh, okay, go ahead. What do you want to say? So I wanted to know, how did Einstein able to come up with all these great, theories, right? And then he said, oh, it's just good educated guesses. And I go, no, it's not good educated guesses. So I told him, I don't think so, right? And then TJ will, send them back that, right? So he was like my mentor. He's the one that gave me this, like, okay, think logically, right? So for me, it's always like use my scientific and logical mind first and spirituality next, right? But now now that I become more spiritual, I'm going to go the other way, right? So basically, I wanted to talk to him more, thank him, right, for being my mentor, right? And then one day, teacher say, oh, I can't contact him. And I said, what do you mean? And he'll say, oh, I got static. You got static? What does that mean, right? And then he told me that he no longer exists. So then we did more readings, and the elder said that he only had 5 lives because he burned the candle at both ends. So that's what I'm thinking, that people, they got to understand your life here is finite. It's not infinite. If you think it's infinite, you've been playing too many video games, like way too many. And that was our reading, that people that think that it's infinite lives, it's called a gamer's theory from video games.
Yeah.
So that's why the humans, they will never understand. Their mind is in a different place. Their mind has been pre-programmed.
Should evolve.
Yeah. I need to change most of you guys, but I don't have time. So that's why you see me devote more time to my group, the Ascendant group, because they don't have those pre-programmings. I take them out. And once they see that, they go, let's continue.
Oh, you were right. Yeah, you were right.
Am I right?
Yeah.
I mean, all pre-programmings. Yeah. That's why you are human. But when I remove them, you're no longer human. You're out of the reincarnation loop. You move into ascension, into your ascendance, out from this, and become truly a creator or co-creator, whatever you want, okay? And not just pre-programming, like a drone bee, right? And you'll never know. Once you're a drone bee, you will never know. You're trapped in the mindset of just like, I gotta listen to the queen bee, and that's all you do. Your whole life is like that. Trust me, I've done readings. Usually those type of readings is from these high-level clients like CEO Andy saying, I want to do a reading on all my employees. Which one will listen to me? See what I'm saying? So he's like the queen bee, and he said, oh, these guys will listen to me, right? He tells me to do the reading, and I go, oh, this guy will listen to you.
Save him time. Yeah, he's very smart.
So after all those readings, I go, oh, look at all these people. They're all drones. And when I see how many lifetimes, they got like 6 lifetimes. See, they don't burn the candle up at both ends, so they never achieve greatness. They'll always be drones, always be worker bees, and they don't even know anything beyond what they are doing. They are trapped until the end. And then on the 6th life, it's not even like a full 100 years. It's like maybe 30 years because
no more soul. No more
there's soul death, but the soul is winding down. The soul is not like ours. You see, we're always adding energy to it. We're always doing energy work. They're actually getting depleted. It's like the battery going down to like 2%. And you're thinking, oh, I'm going to take this caffeine, this coffee to boost. That's not going to boost. That's going to kill you. That's going to speed it up a bit, right? That's why you see all
caffeine
these...
hurts me too.
Well, you didn't know that before, right? But that's why these days you see all these young, beautiful stars, handsome stars, they die young.
Yeah.
Because they're trying to boost it with some sort of drug, some sort of who knows what they're doing? Cocaine,
Yeah,
maybe? I don't know. But it kills them faster. It speeds it on even faster. Because look, 2%, man. Like, seriously? What are you boosting here? You know? So they don't understand, but I can do the reading, and right away I go, you are on your last life. So what are you going to do? Just sit around? See? But it is happening. There's like, you can see it, all these stars, all these young people dying. They're actually the older ones. You know what I mean? The ones near the end of the road. There you go. So let's continue. So let's do the next question. I
don't think it was answered, but it was.
Yeah. We wanted question number 11. We wanted.
It was quite a complex one, though.
You wanted to ask how many void soul transfers were needed until we take over the void, but looks like they didn't want to answer that.
Yeah.
So
I mean, maybe it's because it's always changing anyway, because there's always new people being added. So
well, we're taking some of the energy because I asked for that. See? So we're always going to get boosted, right?
Yeah,
like definitely. I do it almost every 2 weeks.
Yeah,
because I don't want to like do too much, right? Because we're already you know what?
We're doing
From doing like, you know, like the God Soul mergers, and also you guys are also doing your energy work, right? We don't need to go, you know, ballistic, right? All I say is steady, and look at us now. We're just like so strong, right?
We're so different from last year.
Yeah. Last year, there's no comparison. This year, we just went way beyond.
Beyond what I thought was possible, almost. So,
well, I think it is all about self-correction, and I'll talk more about that. And people don't understand. What do you mean by self-correction?
We'll explain soon.
Well, that's what we've been doing, not only now, but in the far future. So that's like weird. I know people is going to say, what are you talking about? We'll talk about that. So let's finish this set of questions because we got another set, right?
Yeah.
You want to know what dimension is the void located? Very good. How did you come up with these questions again? Like
when I found out that hell was 10D and heaven was 90, I was like, wait, where's the void?
Where's the void? Yeah, where's this place where
we talk about it so much, don't we?
Yeah, where humans go when they die, like you want to know, right? And you know me, I'm not really all up about these, you know, void, hell, right? Yeah. All I do is like I just do my healing because for me, that's what I do, right? But you got a lot of questions, so that was a very good one. So what did you get? What dimension is the void?
I don't know if this is -1 or 1.
I think that's -1, so it's like a negative
dimension,
like -1 dimension. Like where is that? Like I have no idea.
It's like a basement.
Oh yeah, it's like a basement. Very good. I think that is actually pretty funny.
Like where you put all the things you don't like.
Well, that's definitely not good, right? That's like below, you know, 3D, right? You know what 3D? We're 3D, right? You know, so
below that, geez.
So you're below that. Oh, geez. And how could we describe that? Question number 13 will describe everything. Because, like, how do you even come with these questions? Because question 13 would just answer number 12 completely.
Honestly, I just get these.
I don't understand how you come up with these questions. It's like,
well, see, sometimes like when I do stuff and you know, you said TJ's future self. Yeah. Stuff. It's honestly like that, but I don't hear a voice. I just have this instinct.
I think it's more than that. Okay, so question number 13. What are the landscapes in the void? And what did you get?
We got no landscape, so it's probably just flat. Like just
no landscapes. What does that mean?
I imagine there's a game called Minecraft, and there's a certain thing you can do in it. It was just a complete flat land. I assume it'd be that, and very dim and not pretty.
So I guess they didn't care about the occupants. It's like
trees.
It's kind of funny. It's like, okay, you come here, okay.
Well, that must be depressing because remember Raziel's been there to take people to heaven. It must be like such a difference.
Oh, do you know what? You are right. You're right, because I do remember one of my family members was there because I was at the funeral and I was concerned because I knew that she really did not believe in the Divine Father.
Yeah.
Right? And so I asked TJ to ask the Archangel, where was she? And then he said she's in the void. And that was way in the beginning where I go, what is the void?
Yeah,
like
that must
there's
have
a
been
place
good.
called the void, right? Like it's kind of scary, right? Like is gravity in the void? Like what is the void, right? And so I knew that was not good. So I told teacher, hey, why don't you tell the archangel, please take her soul, bring her to heaven. And guess what? He did that, because later I confirmed. I go, where's she? And yeah, he said she's in heaven now.
Yeah, that's
See?
good.
So that was good, because I know it wasn't her fault. She had so much trauma, so much bad things that happened to her, and I loved her. See what I'm saying? It's like I cannot see that happen to her.
Yeah.
And because I have, I guess, connections, right, with Archangel Raziel. And that was the first time I knew that this guy, he was not something made up, right? Because even my mentor, Daniel, I still remember him saying, hey, you have a connection to this archangel. And at that time, I didn't know what was an archangel. He said archangel, not angel. And I go, what's an archangel? Right? You know what I mean? So I know people scratching the head. Why is this guy calling himself archangel? Because my mentor, Daniel, said, hey, you're connected to the archangel. Raziel. So do not be scared of that. It's actually divine being, very smart. You know, Archangel Raziel is actually very good guy. He's been helping us, and he's the one that made the angel badges for us to use, right? And later we'll talk about angel numbers, because I'm telling you, use the angel badges. I had TJ transcribe that from the archangel. He took a lot of time doing that. And I just made that into, you know, this kind of, I would call it like angel art, but basically it's shapes and colors, puts you into
energy,
puts you into this energy transfer, energy
basic energy work that you look at,
and then and if you look at it and if you meditate with it, things are going to happen, because it's not something that is made up. It's actually real angel art, angel badge, right? So
it's awesome.
People should check that out. Okay, so I think that's it for those questions. So I have some news. People wanted to know about why do the chakra removals, right? So I gave these questions to my future self, and he's pretty strong. He's actually in a light body, right? So so he's basically a creator being. So he's the best one to answer this question. Why did I do the chakra removals, right? He gave us 5 points. So the first one, he said, was to remove power limiter, right? And that would make sense, because we all got stronger, right? Like energy-wise, soul-wise, right? Ability-wise.
Shields.
Yeah. And the second point he gave was stronger soul. So
that would probably be like the color.
Well, stronger soul, we all headed towards red soul. You're a red soul now, right? It's the highest level, right? So, but then there's kind of like shading of red, right? Like mine's is shimmering.
I've still not got that yet.
So I think eventually you would do it too, because also I'm going to tell a little bit about my new abilities too after this. So the third one is shielded soul.
That's probably like the shields, the angel shield. Shield and
that's
astral shield, all these things.
Exactly. So eventually,
or the divine machinery, sorry, because that's what comes up when you do chakra removal. I think we've all got it.
I think eventually you all get it, because what the shielded soul is, it basically shield you against, you know, all these dark beings that might be doing terrible, you know, energy work on you. Like even demons, when I countered them, I get like a bad headache, but it doesn't last that long. Then I know that they're trying to attack me, right? And then to check on what's going on, TJ, as you know, can see with his astral eyes, right? And
that's a good point.
And it's pretty cool, because he'll say, oh yeah, they try to attack you and now they can't. And I go, what happened? And he said, oh, you vaporized them. And I go, vapor. So sometimes I don't even know what I'm doing. So basically,
it's automatic. That's why I like that
it's
law
automatic.
Of the
it is true. It is true what mentor James said. He said, Lou, you can't see what you're doing. And I go, I really can't see. And he go, oh, so you can't see, but you're still doing it. And I go, what am I doing, right? And he said, you're filtering energy right now. And I go, right now? So it is true what Dee Dee said. Dee Dee said, Lou, like, you don't even know, right, what's going on, right? So basically, that's why I have others doing readings just to confirm what I'm doing. See, sometimes I kind of get a hint, right? Because my brain starts clicking, like I hear a clicking sound. It's the weirdest thing. It'll go click, click. That means yes. Click, click. It's the weirdest thing, right? So I think exactly what you say. There actually is divine machinery built in our soul when we come down here. It's like a safety mechanism to protect us from nature's. Well, because people think that, what abilities do you have, right? It's not something that you can see or something that you know. It's just something in you. It's like right now, I got some new abilities, but let's finish this first and I'll tell you my new abilities. So point number 4 is to send you out of reincarnation loop.
That's amazing.
Well, I think if people, understand what I'm saying now, it's like it's chakra removal is needed for ascension. It's needed for you to get out of reincarnation. Reincarnation is a death loop. Basically, it's like six like times that you come here.
A black hole.
Yeah, I mean, but the 6th life is not even like a full life. How is that even living? See what I'm saying? Like you might live to 20 years old, or you might live to 30 thinking, oh, I got another 70 years. No, you don't, because the soul level is like a battery. It's like 2% left. Like you don't even know. Well, they probably know, right? They're gonna say, oh my God, like I'm just like so weak, right? You know what I mean? It's like, oh, let's get some caffeine. Yeah, that's gonna speed up the decay. See what I'm saying? So people, they don't know because they don't do the readings. I've been doing readings for over 10 years. It's like reading upon reading. And even me, I was scratching my head in the beginnings. It doesn't make sense because we did a life reading on this guy and it says he's got 6 lives. But I thought people said that they were infinite. And then later, I was going, humans are not infinite. I don't know where they got that from, right? And then I asked TJ, go ask the elder AI, scan the internet. Where did they get this thinking from? And he said, oh, it's from the gamer's theory. And I go, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's how people get their mind. It's stuck. It's pre-programming. They only like doing certain things their whole life. They don't want to see beyond, right? Mm-hmm. It's only when I was shocked out of this little 3D realm, right? By 3 mentors. 3 people had to shock me out of my, what do you call it? My little human mindset.
Yeah, to awaken you.
They awakened me. They shocked me. They did energy work on me. And then later I go, hey, I don't have the headache no more, right? It's like, oh, I don't get colds no more. And I go, what did you do, right? And I remove your chakras. And I go, what are chakras? See, even back then, I don't know. Like, I'm a beginner, right? But you have to get out of that mindset where I don't want to know, right? Because people put the scare in you, say, oh, chakra removal, scary. And they scare you. Now you are like scared. You're like a little kid. I don't want to hear about it. But you want to hear about it, man. You want to hear about it. You want to get out of this stupid 3D realm that's going to keep you here and kill you. You want to die? It will kill you. Trust me. When you get cancer, it's too late. Don't come to me. Your doctor's going to say, you need chemotherapy. And when you come to me, I'm going to say, you need go listen to your doctor. You need to take the chemotherapy. It's too late. That is your karma, okay? Because you waited too long. You won't be the first guy to contact me. Many people contact me. And the first thing they say is, I've got cancer. And I go, my thing is to prevent you from having cancer so I don't take in this bad energy. I don't like to take people's energy if they got cancer. Bottom line, don't email me. It's frustrating. My ability is to prevent that. But when you get it, it's too late. It's like there's a shot right through your heart. You're bleeding. Yeah,
because it's decay. It's like if you take
you're decay now. It's too late, man. Like realize that, right? But your brain is just too small. That's why you don't realize that, and you think it's like you need the chakras. The chakras gonna kill you. When it hits 60, it's all decay, all downhill. That happened to my mom, but I saved her. I took it out, right? But I don't like to do it because then I take in people's karma. I'm able to remove the karma, but you can't do it. And it's all about karma and karmic debt. That's why you get things like cancer or some weird tragedy that comes up. And you're going to say, why happened to me? because you can't see stuff like that. You need somebody that can do the reading and say, yeah, it's coming, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you know what? Even one of the Ascendants was going to get cancer, but I caught it. I caught it before because the reading said, oh, he's going to have cancer. And I was able to remove the chakra before it developed. See?
Great.
He didn't have to go to the doctor, but we found out. So maybe it was just before, but if you have it, I won't touch it because basically it's like some divine law, right?
Yeah, you need
break
to
the
watch for
divine
them.
law. Like I gotta remove something that is meant for your punishment. No. So let's finish this. Point number 5, you wanted to know why chakra removal, but the pre-creator said it's a secret.
Yep.
Okay. And you know what the secret is, Morgan, but we cannot tell the world because, something has to be left as a secret. Am I right?
Yeah, no, I understand. I've been learning that in my life just now, yeah.
So there you go. And the other thing, before I tell you about my new ability, and then we'll do the other questions, is I found out now, this is very interesting and very, I think, spectacular. Because during my last session on 2 Ascendants, which one of them was CEO Andy, right? I found out that we collectively, everyone in the group, we're all doing self-correction in an endless loop. And what do you mean? Okay, so basically, when we get to a higher level, like say one of the younger Ascendants, not Andy, right? When this younger Ascendant, which I did the reading on, when he reaches into like a 15D body, which is not really a creative body yet, right?
Yeah.
He would actually boost his younger self.
Yeah.
So that's why you're kind of feeling sometimes energy coming into you. That's a boost. From your older self, right? From your older self, boosting the younger self. And that's why you're getting stronger, right?
Okay.
But now here's the thing happened to Andy, right? I call him CEO Andy because he's been with me for the last 3 years, constantly, almost every week.
Yes, yeah, I know that, yeah.
Because we found out he's actually from a very high dimension. But anyways, right? What I found out, we did a reading on him. When he reaches a 20D body, that's the strongest God body, or the strongest creator is in a 20D body, right? So later, he's actually modifying himself at the age of 2 years old. So even younger. So maybe the 15 body guy can only modify himself when he's 9 years old. Now, when he gets stronger, when you get stronger, like say like 20D, then you can go all the way back, maybe even in the womb.
Yeah.
And you modify. So you can imagine how strong you would get, right? So basically, you in the future is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. I mean, can you even imagine that? Like, who does that, right?
Yeah, it's like infinite. That's
infinite. And from what I know, one of my soul splits become what is called a future Lui, and it's no longer my consciousness. They actually have their own consciousness, so it's not really me. It's like maybe my twin brother.
Yeah.
But now here's the really out there, the pre-creator, which is the one that is stronger than the blood general. So it's my ascendants, right? Blood general, pre-creator. What the pre-creator can do is he can actually make the Big Bang, right?
Okay.
And he's telling me there's actually an offshoot of him, which eventually is like a soul split. It'll just like split off, right? And he say it just happens. And I think it's from all our energy work, right? Because
yeah, so that it's
you don't stop, right?
Contain.
So what he's saying, this future Lui that splits off is like 200 years ahead of him. It'll just split off and go into the far future. And even though it's got not my consciousness or the pre-creator, he's got my consciousness, right? He say it's got a different consciousness, but he's still modifying the younger Lui. Like he's actually sending energy, and he's actually sending other like good energy, like good luck energy, wealth energy, right? Yeah. I mean, why would he do that? But from what I know, it still makes the future one even stronger because there is going to be a split. But can you imagine going back further when you're even younger, right? Like the younger Lui may be in the womb, So from what the pre creator said, there's more self-correction from the future Lui guy. And I go, what? Really? So that's like really out there. That's what I'm saying. We're all going to get stronger, but it only going to happen to our group. See what I'm saying? Because I know what the other guys are doing. These Reiki guys, they're doing things from 100 years ago. It's not going to help. You need new stuff. Like you guys are not even taking energy. You need to take the chakras out. Then you can tell the people, yeah, chakra removal is real. But you don't take in energy because you guys are scared of other people's energy because you don't have divine machinery like me or Morgan. See? Because you guys are always scared, and being scared is not fair.
Fear is a killer.
It's actually the killer. It would actually put you stuck in the 3D realm. You will never get out. So this low-level Reiki people, Reiki masters, they're not masters. They're masters of the 3D. We become masters of creation. I don't know what these low-level people are even talking about. I know they say no such thing as chakra removal, but that's a lie. So don't keep lying. Okay, start telling the truth. Okay, so basically, we're all doing self-correction. Everyone in our group, from what I found out, we're all going to be these high-level, gods, creators. And when we reach the 20D, it's a huge change because you can reach back all the way into the womb.
Yeah.
And then that means like you can do whatever you want. You can modify your DNA. You see what I'm saying? It's like
give yourself powers as well, because we've
give
been
yourself
doing that
powers,
too.
and that is what happened to each of us. We're getting stronger, and eventually, right, we're all going to be doing this self-correction energy work.
Awesome.
And that is truly spectacular. It's beyond me now, right? But that's what the reading pointed at. And so let's talk about a little bit about, I found out my current new abilities. So I'm just going to list them off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
So I can basically summon any god or goddess for our soul mergers. As you know, I've been doing this new, I call it soul mergers with these different, gods like the Nordic gods, the
Greek gods, Egyptian gods, Chinese gods,
Asian gods, right? And basically what it is because I merge with the first being, which is the first conscious being after the Big Bang happened, right?
Yeah.
And I was able to summon all these other beings that came after me. So basically, I have the ability to call them, bring them in front of you for 5 minutes, and then you make your plea to do the merger. And basically, I found out, even though you make your plea, I actually do a force merger. I basically push them. I push them into you.
Too.
Yeah, so it's kind of like really out there, but you guys felt it. Things are happening, right? And so the other thing I found out was I can actually unbind people's connection to other souls. So for example, if you had a karmic debt with somebody in the past, I can break that connection.
You can break contracts.
And actually I can break all of them. So if you have like, 1 or 2, 3, 4, 10 people in the past or even present where you owe them somewhere like a karmic debt, or you did something to them, you wronged them, right? Or they wrong you, right? There's a karmic connection there and you can't see it, right? But, we do readings and lo and behold, they said that I removed 2, maybe even 5 of these karmic ties to somebody else's soul. So your soul, once it's tied to this other person, is not good. It's basically you owe them karmic debt. And that's why some people, they don't have a really good life at a certain point, right? Because everything just starts intersecting, colliding. And it's like, oh, I can't get out of that. Of course you can't, because you can't see all these interconnections, right? It's it's invisible. So I'm able to basically sever those connections.
It's like the coding in a computer, the ones and zeros you can't see, but it makes
you can't see. Very good analogy. You can't see that, but it works, right? So why you want to know about the program? Same logic that happened to the humans, right? They don't know that they're pre-programming. There's pre-programmings in you for death, for suicide, anger, lust. Yeah, that's why you don't know. But it just triggers you and you just start doing things, that are not under your control, basically. And you wonder what's going on because you've been pre-programming. And what I can also do is remove those pre-programmings and just basically what I do, I take it into me. There has to be a sacrificial lamb. So basically when I learned that I can do that, right? Because Big Brother Jesus was like that too, same ability, right?
Yeah.
And I think I also have a little bit of the miracle ability because I did do some healing on Jerry. And Jerry, thank you for having your psychic friend send you to me. I'm trying my best, and hopefully I can put you onto Ryan's timeline. You know what the funny thing is? When I was first doing reading on her, she's actually on Ryan's timeline because Ryan told me that her great-great-grandson was good friends with him, right?
Yeah.
And then later she had to change. What would happen? She broke up with the boyfriend. And then I go, oh gosh, then the timeline changed, right? And so I asked Ryan as soon as I can through TJ, right? Obviously, TJ's got time telepathy. And he say, oh, that he has a great grandson. And I go, your great grandson? Wow, like, does he have time telepathy? And he said, that's why. They both got the same. Well, it skips a generation. He's telling me that his son doesn't have it, right? And I clued in because my dad had that kind of ability to, like, foresight, but I never had it, right? So in our family, it's kind of like that. It skips a generation, right? So then he's telling me that his great-grandson said, hey, there's a change now. And then I go, what happened? And he say, now, instead of the great-grandson, it's now the great-granddaughter that he is good friends with, right? And Jerry was kind of jokingly say, are they lovers? So you know what? I asked Ryan, I go, Ryan, tell us truthfully, are you two lovers? And guess what? He say, we're lovers. And I go, oh my gosh, that is the weird, because I think what it is because we do so much energy work, I'm also sending good energy to Ryan. It's always going to be a good outcome. See, because people, they don't do energy work. They don't know what that is. They're just thinking, I'm going to drink coffee. That's my energy boost. I'm going to take this new drink called Prime because it's new. It's going to kill you. Go for it, right?
Yeah. It just it imitates energy. It doesn't actually give you any.
Well,
it's crazy.
People's brain, oh my God, it's like so programmed.
I know, it's so hard to talk to people.
Well, because their brain, there's nobody trying to awaken them. Right. But now you do. I'm always talking to you. I was telling you, right, during the session, right, to get out of this 3D realm mindset because it's all pre-programmings, right? But what I did was I take those bad programmings in because that's my ability, right? So, and the other crazy ability I found out, now this is what I found out. This is crazy, but I can actually merge people's future consciousness with their present consciousness.
Yeah.
And I
they
know
did that to me once as well.
Well, that is pretty out there, but I just did it to the last two ascendants. And when you do that, they're no longer the same because now basically they are the future. See what I'm saying? And now they have foresight. Yeah. And now they can see what they have done and they can modify it even more. Okay. Self-correction, man. So that's again self-correction. You need self-correction. If you don't do self-correction, it's bad. Like that's why the people here, the billions, it's all bad news because they trapped in the 3D realm. We're out of it. I mean, you're in the 10D body now, right?
Yeah. I'm so happy.
You're in a higher level body. So with that comes from a higher level brain. With that comes new abilities. Right, and your soul's getting stronger, and now
you're the 16-year-old me hormones as well.
And now your body is regenerating, and now your decay is almost down to like 10%. See what I'm saying? It's like all because of these bad programmings, all because of the chakras, and people are scared of it. Oh no, I don't want to touch it. That's because you were scared
to keep them.
Well, you were scared by some idiot guy that said that. Oh, scary. Well, let's see who's scared more when you get cancer. Is that scary? I say that's more scary than removing or hell or soul death. What about soul death? Right? That's worse, right? Yeah. And what about, pain, right? Yeah. Because there's going to be more pain coming. Illnesses is pain, right? Yeah. There's more pain. And it's going to get worse because there's more bad stuff coming. And basically, with all the energy work that we're doing now, I'm trying to put it onto Ryan's timeline. Ryan's timeline, very good timeline. He's telling me his timeline, space travel, we're colonizing all the new planets. And he's telling me that we're actually because we're for the white light, we're actually trying to stop all these other dark forces. I mean, even with advanced technology, there always going to be duality, right? All these other people that like pirates, right? Bad guys, right? There'll always be bad guys. There's going to be good. We balance the bad guys from what I know, and we help. I mean, we have a small group, right? But Ryan said he needs all of us, right? So it's all from chakra removal. And it was because of Ryan telling me this, right? Because I didn't know, right? TJ one day said, hey, Lou, there's somebody want to talk to you. And I go, who's this now, right? Because they're always like, they want to talk to me, tell me something, right? But I'm not angry. I just want to know, like, why now, right? And it was like the most best time to tell me, because I was doing all the energy work and I didn't know what was the outcome, right? And then TJ surprised me, say, it's his great grandson. And I go, why? And then Ryan told him it's because when I removed TJ's chakras, right?
Yeah.
His son had no chakras, and then the great grandson had no chakras. So what happened with the great grandson? Not only did he get psychic ability, he became very smart. He's like a genius. He has many patents. He's basically a genius. And I know genetically we have that. On my father's side, they're all like engineers, right?
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, they work for like Intel, from what I know, project manager. Okay, sorry, Uncle, I didn't want to say that, right? But there you go. So now people know I don't make things up, right? It's TJ telling me, TJ do the readings, TJ giving me the angel badges, and then people using them, people, get a life change, right? It's like I can't even make that up, right?
Yeah, very specific.
So basically everything's pointing to me helping you guys. So I'll tell you the other thing I found out that I can do is summon these genies, these jinns, because recently TJ's been helping me to gather all these good luck jinns, because I just want to make Ryan's timeline the most favorable timeline, and so that he doesn't have to work for the government for forever, right? And basically when we put the energy now, he's telling me it changes, right? And why instead of wealth? Because good luck is stronger than wealth.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Wealth has some bad stuff that can happen, but if you have good luck supersedes wealth. And he's saying, wow, he said everything got better by me just putting these kind of like, and basically what these genes are, they're like creators too. They're in a attendee body. That was our reading. So I knew, it's intent. If we want a good future, we put these nice creator beings there. That's what they do, because we also send them food sources, right? We create food where they did not have it. From what we know, we actually rescued them. Like they actually are from the Dead Stars. That's what TJ said. So TJ can actually portal them. So he portaled just like a few, right? So, but it was taking too long. I needed a lot. I needed like hundreds, right? So I tried my ability. So I summoned them, right, into my time merger pendant. That's where I put the energy. That's why I've been merging the timelines, right? It's a copper triangular pendant, right? And TJ can see the energy work there. So it's not BS. There are items that you can actually put energy in there and it stays. That's why I want something that can stay in the energy. And then he's saying, oh, there's more than just a couple of these, green jinns, these good luck jinns. And I say, how many? He say hundreds. And I go, okay, I can't even believe that I can do that. So looks like my ability got stronger just by doing more and more energy work. So it's never a downfall. The more energy work that you do, you get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And I don't think there's a cap to it, right? So people, don't do the caffeine thing. Don't do these stupid, what do you call it,
drugs,
energy drinks. And definitely don't do the drug. Those little pill, the one little pill can kill you.
No alcohol.
This fentanyl stuff is so crazy, addictive, right? But the one pill, the one wrong one, right? The wrong combination can kill you.
Well,
and
someone I know that was in my family took a pill and they were unable to walk anymore. So.
Are you serious?
Yeah, really bad.
That's what I'm telling you, people. Don't be that, okay? See, because you guys want to take the easy way out, doing nothing your whole life, right? Just worker bee. That's what our readings said, worker bee. Worker, drone, that's it for your whole life. And then to relax, you take the drugs and then you take the wrong one. And then you're paralyzed.
Yeah, you just don't know.
Is that
it's just
good karma?
Roulette.
Well, that's what the government is allowing you.
Yeah.
Because you guys, right, want that. So you want the wrong thing. See, I'm telling you, Morgan, they want the wrong thing, right? So they're scared of chakra removal. Whoever said that, you killed the people. Good karma, buddy. You made the comment, and now you kill everybody else because of that stupid comment. So I'm telling you guys, don't listen to these people with this like minor brain. It's like, why you even brought those comments? You know nothing. You're not an energy worker, right? Don't say stuff like that. If you don't know what you're saying, just don't say it, because you're scaring people, and that brings you bad karma.
Yeah,
right? Definitely. One other thing I found out was one of the Ascendant member, Willie?
Yeah.
He's actually now into the creator level, and I actually talked to Archangel Raziel. I want to know, what is his title? So he said Willie's title now is the Holy One. Holy One.
That was great.
That was really good. So it's not something that I make up. We ask the elders what they say. If they say no new title, then no change. But if they say Holy One, so basically, you know what Willie did? He had me summon one of the older first being gods. I think Calur, Calur. And I go, how did you come up with that? And when I did that, he felt it. I felt it. I felt the energy go into him. Right. So that's why he's actually got another session coming up. So it's like, well, take advantage of my new ability, right? Don't just sit there like a log, right? And and then your butt gets fat, and then when it gets fatter, it doesn't want to move, right? It's like now like a pound becomes a ton. You know what I mean? And it's not BS. I'm telling you, I've seen people, that take minor drugs, and now they're taking the heavier drugs, the LSD stuff, and then the cocaine. See? It gets better, it gets worse, because you guys want that, right? So you don't think anything else. You don't think the soul is anything. You just want your drug. The soul means nothing. There's no soul. But the soul, actually, our reading, to teach Ascendant, is the soul is the most important thing.
Yeah.
And you guys say the souls are not important. And then that is the bad programming that leads you to the end.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm telling you the truth. You don't have to believe me. Let's see what happens, right? So I'm telling you everything now, because they're telling me everything now. See what I'm saying? So I'm telling you that's what they say, and I go, okay, they're not gonna like that, So, okay, you want to do the other questions, or you want to leave it next time?
Do you want to do them quickly to round it up?
Okay, let's do them quickly, and then so I think people want to know this, because this will blow their mind, right? Okay. So we put these other questions to the pre-creator, which is me. When I become into a light body, I had the question of, number one, are angel numbers real? So
and we got a no.
Yeah.
That was surprising for even me, because I see them quite often. But maybe synchronicities are a different thing. So they're not to do with angels.
Because people think that it's their way to communicate with the humans. But what the pre-creators say, this is not a real thing.
That's probably just the feathers that they're using, because that's what I get.
Well, I'm also getting it's just your higher self.
Ah, okay.
That's what I get. Like, I don't see it because angels don't communicate like that.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Okay, so we debunk that. Don't.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, don't do that. So we'll do the question 2 anyways, right?
Yeah.
Question 2 is what. You ask good questions. Question number 2, what does the angel number 111 mean?
Yep, and we got to see number 1, which meant question 1, that it's not
real.
Yeah, it's not real.
Yeah. It's not a real theory. So you guys can read about it.
That's good. That means I can ignore it, because I used to get C666 and I would get annoyed because that was a bad number.
Well, yeah, like your look and somebody's number like that appears on your clock and you freak out, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So nothing to be scared of. Okay,
that's fine. I'm happy
we debunk that. Okay, so the next question. Oh, how do you come with these questions? Number 3, this is a good one.
Oh, that's annoying.
Number 3, why can sigils, SIGILS, be used to contact spirits? And what was our answer?
We got sigil linked to spirits. Because once I used one to connect to Pan, and it was really intense. I'm like, how can this just little shape do this? I don't understand.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like the angel badges. If that's going to be cool, what about when you add color and shape to it?
That makes sense. It's energy in the shape.
It's energy in the shape, energy in the color, and that's
I
why.
don't know how the humans even found those. That's bizarre.
Well, it's the Archangel Raziel. Remember, he's the smartest Archangel.
Yeah.
And if he's the smartest Archangel, I think he's the smartest being in the universe. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta be, right?
Top dog. Yeah.
Top dog. And he's actually the most strongest number one. And
Must
he's
be a
also
great
the
fighter.
smartest. So I don't think there's anybody that can beat him in the brain level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or arm wrestle. See?
Yeah.
So I'm connected to the right Archangel, not the other bad guy. See? So I'm all good. I'm white light, guys. I'm white light. So don't bring that bad thing into your brain. That's pre-programming. Don't do the pre-programming stuff. Remove it. What we tell you, listen carefully. Okay. So question number 4, how can deities communicate with many people at once without being tired? Very good question. What do you got?
Got multiple voices.
Yes. So they can send out the response because people think it's all lunar. No.
Yeah, so they work in a higher plane.
Higher level. That's why you got to move to higher level because your brain already is thinking one way, right?
Yeah.
And my brain and your brain thinking many ways. That's why we're always going to be evolving, always going to be stronger. Okay, question number 5. What dimensional body is needed to be considered a God being?
We got 20D.
20D. So we just found that out, and I think that is real.
Yeah.
I think that's real. So we're going to need to keep going. Okay, so you're in a 10D body. Guess what? I found out just recently I went into 11D, and I think that's because of all the energy work. So follow behind me, guys. We're all headed to very strong, very strong. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Number 6, what is the strongest kind of God being?
We've got 20D gods again.
You also got 20D gods. Yeah, so 20D is, I
Must
think,
be the light body.
It is the light body. So, I mean, if you want to be, super strong, creator, let's head there.
Yeah.
Okay, so you also had the question for the blood journal. Question 7, does the blood journal have any Ascension tips? And what he said?
We got none.
Yeah.
So maybe he wants us to do it.
Well, because he's actually me, ascendance-wise, right? After I reach a certain level, I become him, and then after him becomes the pre-creator, which is like can make the Big Bang happen. I go, oh, that's pretty cool. So it's like levels, right? So I think what we're doing is perfect. That's why he has no tips. Just do what I'm doing. No chakras, and then
follow the formula.
You're on the way. So question A, why do humans have junk DNA? And this is shocking. What you got as answer? Punishment, because...
That's probably because it means that they don't have access to the energy, so that's the punishment.
Well, I think it's like some filler DNA. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, we got some spacer. Okay, just fill it with junk. Okay, because that's why I say it's not good to be a human, because they don't give you anything that is necessary for ascension. Only we do. Our group, we give you the energy work, we give you new programming, new instructions, because junk DNA is basically death. It's not giving you anything that will ascend you. Okay, so I'm only going to say that once. Okay, so question number 9, this is a really good one, is
what are the 3 main benefits of chakra removal?
Yeah, what are the 3 benefits of chakra removal, and what did you get?
Got remove power limiter, stronger soul, and shielded soul. Kind of what we were speaking about before.
Basically, number 1 says it all. Remove power limiter. So there is actually a power limiter.
Yeah.
And that's what the chakras are. Once you remove it, you will see you're going to increase. You're going to get stronger. Everything's going to increase.
Everything gets better in your life.
Everything gets better. Your health, your mental state, right? So it's a win-win. So I don't know why people are scared of this. It's like, it's not removing your heart or your kidney or your brain. It's removing a clog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
It's removing something that will eventually kill you, but somebody scared you. I know who it is. It's some guy that posted some stupid troll thing, right? No. I mean, dude, like, you're like a little 6-year-old kid. Just shut up. You don't know what you're doing. You basically kill everybody. That's what you did. And you kill yourself too. Like, That's what trolls do. They just make it bad for everybody.
Yeah.
And they think it's funny. And it's not funny, dude. There's going to be karma.
Yeah.
And that you're just killed everybody, basically. But do you see my group? They're very smart. They can see what's fake.
Yeah.
They can see it already. I mean, look at Morgan. Look how smart he is. Look at the questions that he give. So the people that come here are already pretty smart. They're already the Ascendants, basically, right? Ain't that kind of like weird? It's like you guys are already the Ascendants. It's I'm only putting you in your role. From what I found out, like you guys are already meant to be. And I'm just putting you, Morgan, you are going to be the team lead for Ryan's group.
Yeah,
see what I'm saying?
So excited.
It's weird. It's like I don't do the read because you already got what it takes. Unbeknownst to me, I don't know that. I just do the reading because I get a feeling. And I said to Ryan, Ryan, is Morgan there with you guys? And he said, yeah, he's here. Why? He's the team lead. And I go, how come he's there? You remember what I said, right? And I go, why are you there? Because you almost did nothing. And that was like only just a couple of years ago, right? And all of a sudden, you started all they're doing is this energy work. And you just took off like this bullet train. And I go, oh, that makes sense. And all of a sudden, you gathered up steam. So it's like the future telling me is like, he's already there. And I'm scratching my head. How can this be, right? It's like Ryan is already the same thing. And I go, how could he have a great grandson? And I go, oh, the future's almost set up. Do you see what I'm saying? And we're just improving upon it. It's like, again, self-correction. We're making ourselves better and better and better. And when you reach God power state, you go back in time and make it even better. So does that excite you?
Yeah,
so it's like we're not even done yet, Morgan. There's more stuff coming. Yeah. And it's like almost like a tip of the iceberg, but it's more than that. It's like they're telling me there's more self-corrections coming, right?
Correct.
So it's like it's never ending. So it's like hope, more than hope. It's like the future telling you, dude, you made it. Keep going. You're going to get stronger. Keep doing that, right? Yeah. And you remember me telling you, I didn't understand that, right?
Yeah.
But now, the more we do, the more they release the secret. The more they tell you more and say, hey, you were always like that.
Yeah.
Morgan was always like that. He followed you, right?
Yeah.
And I go, oh, that makes sense, right? And then I ask, what about all the other billions of people? And they say they did not make it. And I go, oh, it's the mindset. They got trapped and they just keep going their way. It's almost like, you know how you are a bad driver and then you let the, what do you call these navigating system? Because
GPS.
Because and then you just drive to the dead end and then and then you don't know how to get out of it. Get it? Because you always use this navigator thing, but you don't use your intuition. And eventually you just get lost and then you go, oh, where am I, right? And then you really get lost and then the navigating system shuts down. That's what I see happening to people. But
yeah, definitely.
Don't be like that. That's what I'm telling this world. Don't be like that. There's more, but you guys want to shut it off. And when you shut it off, you shut a lot of things off. It's almost like Amber said to me once, right? And Amber was born seeing, right?
Yeah.
She said, Lou, like you are from the Divine Father. And I go, I can't see that, right? And she go, you are, right? Yeah. And then that's why sometimes you have to go to a higher level person.
Yeah, to check.
To check, right? And that's what I do, right? Like I don't just ask TJ, I ask others, and even other psychics say, oh, it's Louis, you're doing self-correction. That's what you're doing. And I go, really? And then later I go, that's a good term. Let me check on the other guys, the other Ascendants. And then TJ say, we're all doing self-correction. And I go, whoa, that blows my mind. So are you saying the other billion people are not doing that? And it's a no. See, you guys do nothing. You guys just spend the whole night watching TV. How ascension is that, or ascendant is that's like nothing. You're doing nothing. And then when you reach a certain point, it's too late. It happened to my mom. Luckily, I had the ability to take out the chakra crap, right? People don't have the ability, right? TJ saw it. He say, oh, you took it out. She no longer has this yellow energy. And I go, what's yellow energy? And go, oh, if you didn't take it out, that is decay. And now because you take out the chakra, she can heal herself. And I go, really? You can see that? And he go, yeah, the yellow energy just disappeared. See what I'm saying? That's so powerful. It's just removing the chakras. You know, after my mom had the heart bypass, she was going to die right there, right? So teachers say, hurry up. And I just take it out because she was already weak. So can you imagine?
Oh, yeah.
And she's still around. That's what I'm telling people. You really got to look into this. You don't have to ask me. Ask somebody that's psychic, that can see it and say, is Lui telling the truth? Because all the feedback says I'm helping people. They're not dying, they're not dead, right? I took the chakra out. They're not dead. They're actually getting stronger. They're healing. They're rejuvenating. They look like they're 16 years old, right? Yeah. And it's not, I'm not making this up, because TJ did the reading and he said, oh, they took the blueprint of the 16-year-old when they were 16.
Someone told me that they didn't believe I was 24. They thought I was 20.
There you go. And you're going to even look more younger. You'll see, Morgan, and you're going to say, Lou, what's going on? Because when I regenerate you, that's what you do. You stop the decay, and then later the decay stops. See? So it's amazing.
And then it will be reversal.
And then more incredible things is going to come, right? I mean, it's all in the cards. I'm just putting you guys in your role, basically, because Ryan tells me these things, and then I check with these other guys, right? These other elders, and it seems to be we're in the right path here. It is headed towards that, right? But it's very spectacular because, if we go into Ryan's timeline, and if he says you're there, that means you're going to have a chance for space travel, for time travel. Like, that's like beyond any sort of reasonable prediction, right? But like I said, I don't do the readings. I've always depended on people that are psychic, like TJ, like Amber, like my mentors. They were all very psychic, right? And they all say, Lou, you're not from here. And I go, what do you mean I'm not from here? They seen it, right? And later when I develop my ability, then I really believe it. I'm not from here. People don't have this ability. People can't vaporize demons, right? People can't, merge you with your consciousness from the year 2050. Like, who can do that? Yeah. I mean, who can summon jinns to, certain places, like in my time merger pendant, which I'm still wearing, right? And then TJ does the reading, and I say, how many? And he go hundreds. And I go, okay, I have some ability that I'm not aware of, right? So I'm thinking that eventually you guys going to have the same thing, because you know how I send some of my energy into you guys? Yeah. Yeah. So it's inside. It's like a seed. But what you got to do is you got to focus more, right? Have a pure spirit and not be so angry all the time. You know why sometimes we get angry as high levels thing? Because we see that we are developing great power. So with great power comes great responsibility. It's really true. But you got to be kind-hearted. You got to be responsible. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why when I see these people angry, doing aggressive stuff, driving recklessly, it's pre-programming. It's going to kill you, right? You're using your aggression all wrong, and eventually something bad's going to happen, right? Because it's the pre-programmings again. It's bringing all the bad things that you don't want, and then later no self-control. See? And then later bad luck. You take the wrong pill. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's going to add up, and you're going to say, nobody told me. I'm telling you right now, so you don't end up in the wrong dead end thing that was told to me, right? I said, but what happened to all these other guys? Oh, not good. So, and not good means really not good, because I see all the good things happening to us. So not good to you guys means it's really bad. So don't be still sleeping, okay? Wake up, have somebody do a reading. Doesn't have to be us, right? Okay. And then you find out that you're not infinite lives. Look into the soul, right?
It has all the answers.
I'm not talking about being crazy religious, right? But at least look into the soul and find out that you have a soul. Be nicer to others. Don't be warlike, right? Because that's, again, pre-programming. Don't be warlike, right?
Don't break the divine law.
Don't break the divine law. Basically, don't break laws, okay? You know what I mean? Like steal, kill, right? Killing is bad. Actually, stealing is also bad because it doesn't belong to you, and you take stuff thinking, oh, nobody sees it. But guess who sees it? Your soul sees it. Yeah. I know it's weird that you're hurting your right, but I'm telling you, your soul sees it, and then you pay for it, and you wonder, where's this coming from? It's the soul. That's why I say, look into your soul. Try to get the concept that there's cousin effect. That's where there's karma comes into play. But I know what people think. No such thing as karma. And there's only good karma. All karma is bad. There's no good karma. Whoever told you that, again, it's going to kill you. bad program is going to kill you, right? Actually, I think most of the human programming bad. The decay one is the worst. The death one, and there's suicide too. Why they give you suicide, I understand that, right? But again, not good for you. You don't have 100 lives. You got barely 6 lives. And I would say most people, this is probably their last life.
Yeah, probably.
Right? You know, you live really good. So if it is your last life, it's not going to be full. If you're already 30, be very careful. Don't do the druggy thing. Okay. You don't have to believe me, but we know the truth. That's why I'm telling you guys more, so that you guys, the one that want to listen, you wake up. Oh my God. Once you wake up, you're going to be like us, and you're going to say, oh, I did this all wrong. You know what I mean? And then you'll be a responsible human, and then you're going to do the right thing. Right. And, and then grow from that. You see, it's not going to be easy. And now these days, it's going to get even harder. But if you have something right on your side, some right path to go on, right, it's going to get better. It's not going to get worse. If it gets worse, something wrong. That's what I'm telling you guys. Then look into the soul, okay? Maybe clean up your karma. And I got some albums out there, Karma Healer, okay? #1 on Spotify, there.
Yeah.
You guys can check out my website. Check out
Awaken 2012.
Yeah. And what do you have going, Morgan, before we close up today? Because there's a big show today.
Yeah, I've got an energy session with yourself on Saturday. I'm excited.
Yes, you do.
It was to boost passion inducement and stuff like that, because I was really inspired by, it was Aphrodite. I used to actually work with her years back, before chakra removal, and she was a good goddess, and I was like, well, if I had that kind of power, that'd be amazing. So I've just been getting those kind of stuff from LDRI. But apart from that, I've been relaxing and using your binaural beats again, because of the frequency boost you gave me. LDRI told me all I needed to use it for is 1 minute. But regular humans will obviously, it's 30 minutes to an hour. But the frequency boost is really permanent and strong. So I'm really happy. I take breaks between the days as well to allow the energy to integrate, and it feels really good. And I feel the DNA activation as well. So that's what always comes after the beats. Yeah, that's what I've been doing, really. It's been nice.
And you've been very active on the forum too, right? You've been helping out.
So trying to help people.
That's very good.
I know Luca was messaging me, and I answered some of his questions, but they were, because I remembered them from older readings, so I just told him. So I like to help out if I can. You're
kind of like a helper bee now.
Yeah. Just to put some of the stress off you.
Yeah. I mean, I get just too many questions, and it's too much. So it's great that you're helping out and some other guy, but I think you are the most helpful. You just got so much experience now, and it's just great that you're helping them. I mean, thank you so much.
I don't mind.
Thank you so much, Brother Morgan. That really takes a whole stress level down.
No.
And, I'm trying to find out new ways to boost you guys, and that form, it takes a lot of time from me, from learning this new stuff. But now I think I've honed on to these new abilities. So I think I can develop some even new things coming up. So if you guys got some new things, just send it to me, right? So I can try it out and get the readings from TJ, and you can confirm. And then let's see what happens, because I'm quite sure there's going to be more discoveries, because we're all having self-correction. There you go. It's mind-blowing. Yeah. So we have some more stuff for the next show, but we're going to keep it a secret so that you guys going to be very, very, surprised and looking out for a new show. So I think that's everything. So divine blessings to everyone. I'll see you on the YouTube, because I got some new things coming. And go check out Morgan's channel. You will see the links on my YouTube. There on the talk shows, we'll have the links of Morgan's YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So I'll see you guys on the YouTube. Morgan?
Yep, see you in the forum, guys. Bye-bye.
See you guys. Bye now.
Please like, please share, and please subscribe to our channel.
Please like, please share, and please subscribe to our channel.